The Belgian Malinois is not chosen by Navy SEALs because it is merely fast or strong. It is chosen because it is a mind that refuses to break under pressure that destroys lesser dogs. To understand why elite units depend on this breed, you must understand the difference between obedience and instinctive loyalty. A Malinois does not just follow commands, it anticipates them with a precision that feels almost human. In the world of special operations, hesitation costs lives. The Malinois eliminates hesitation through a natural drive that aligns with the pace of war itself. Most dogs listen. A Malinois listens, calculates, judges the environment, and responds before danger has fully formed. Navy SEALs need a partner who can move silently through unstable terrain. The Malinois moves like a shadow that has learned to breathe. When a mission requires absolute stealth, many breeds falter under stress or unfamiliar ground. The Malinois adapts instantly, treating every new sound or scent as data, not fear. This is a breed that channels energy into focus rather than panic. Even at full sprint, its mind remains anchored on purpose. Handlers often describe their Malinois as having a switch that never fully turns off. That constant readiness is the very thing special forces rely on when darkness hides threats no human eye can detect. Other breeds tire. The Malinois accelerates. In training grounds where most dogs begin to fade, the Malinois enters a sharper mental state, as if adversity sharpens its edges instead of wearing them down. A Navy SEAL cannot carry a dog through a mission. A dog must be the kind of partner who carries himself. The Malinois performs with an independence that feels forged rather than trained. What sets the Malinois apart in elite canine work is not aggression but clarity. It knows what must be done and executes with the conviction of a creature born to serve a purpose larger than itself. This clarity becomes most evident in high-stress assaults. While gunfire disorients many animals, the Malinois reads the chaos with the same confidence it brings to calm environments. Special Forces handlers often say their Malinois is the only creature they trust when entering a room they cannot see. That trust is earned through thousands of silent repetitions, where man and dog learn to share instinct. The Malinois does not fear heights, unstable surfaces, or enclosed spaces. It treats them as puzzles, not obstacles. Because of this, Navy SEALs deploy Malinois in operations where human entry would be too slow or too dangerous. A Malinois clears danger zones with the speed and precision of a living instrument. This partnership is not romantic. It is built on discipline, grit, and shared exposure to hardship that binds soldier and dog beyond words. A Malinois reads human tension with unsettling accuracy. It knows when its handler's heartbeat shifts and responds as if connected by an invisible thread. In moments where silence holds the weight of fate, the Malinois becomes the eyes and ears a SEAL cannot afford to lose. Its senses extend the perimeter of human perception. Many people admire the Malinois for its athletic abilities, but Special Forces value its mind far more than its muscles. Most breeds must be trained to face conflict. The Malinois must be trained to control its desire to confront it. That raw intensity, when refined, becomes a weapon more reliable than steel. A breed capable of overriding instinct with discipline becomes invaluable in environments where milliseconds decide outcomes. Handlers often speak of a moment in training when the Malinois begins to lock in. It is the moment the dog stops acting like a student and starts acting like a teammate. From that moment on, the handler is not commanding a dog. He is coordinating with a force that understands intention before words are spoken. In the field, communication becomes almost telepathic. Subtle shifts in posture or breath become signals more precise than any verbal cue. This level of connection is why military canine handlers often say the Malinois saves them before they ever see the threat. The dog's awareness extends in all directions, reading environments humans underestimate. The Malinois processes sensory information with astonishing speed. It detects the faintest movement, the slightest vibration, the most subtle change in airflow. This heightened awareness allows Special Forces to push deeper into hostile territory with confidence. When a Malinois halts, every man halts. The dog becomes a living early warning system, capable of identifying danger long before human senses register it. This is not training alone. It is biology refined by purpose. No other breed combines explosive speed with such controlled precision. The Malinois accelerates like a projectile, but lands every movement with intention. In close-quarters operations, speed is survival. The Malinois moves faster than conflict can unfold. While other dogs rely heavily on handler direction, the Malinois interprets the mission itself. It understands patterns, movement, and intent in ways that feel almost intuitive. This intuition is why Special Forces trust the Malinois to lead the entry in certain missions. Its instincts, sharpened by discipline, become a strategic advantage. Fear does not guide the Malinois. Calculation does. Even under extreme noise, flashing light, and chaotic motion, the Malinois maintains emotional stability. That stability anchors its handler in moments where uncertainty threatens focus. But the true power of the Malinois lies in its mental resilience. Stress does not break it. Stress awakens it. Many breeds retreat under pressure. The Malinois steps forward, driven by a confidence rooted not in aggression, but in certainty. This certainty is why the breed excels in airborne insertions. Wind, height, and speed that terrify most dogs are processed as stimuli, not threats. A Malinois leaps with trust, not hesitation. It trusts its training, its handler, and its purpose. When Navy SEALs perform high-risk extractions, the Malinois becomes a stabilizing element. Its presence alone can transform fear into composure. Handlers describe moments where the dog's calmness resets the entire unit. In the darkest conditions, a Malinois can bring order by simply remaining steady. This steadiness is not accidental. It is the result of a mind built for intensity and a heart built for loyalty. In the field, loyalty is not a feeling. It is an action. The Malinois demonstrates loyalty through performance, not affection. It positions itself between danger and its handler with a certainty that borders on instinctive sacrifice. This is not training. It is the essence of the breed. Every Malinois used by Navy SEALs possesses a specific kind of courage. It is not reckless bravery, but informed courage, the willingness to move forward with full awareness of risk. The breed's courage becomes a psychological anchor for the team. When a Malinois advances, hesitation dissolves. Trust is earned through hardship endured together. Special Forces handlers and their Malinois share a bond forged in exhaustion, repetition, and the pursuit of perfection. This bond becomes the language that guides missions. Words become unnecessary because intention flows freely between man and dog. The Malinois does not demand recognition. It seeks purpose, and purpose is what the Navy SEALs offer it. A working Malinois wakes each day with clarity. It understands what it is meant to do, and that understanding gives it peace. That peace is what allows it to enter danger without faltering. A creature without inner conflict becomes unstoppable. The Malinois' structure, lean, powerful, and agile, supports its mental strength. Its body moves with precision because its mind commands it with certainty. Unlike heavier breeds, the Malinois wastes no motion. Every step, leap, and turn is calculated efficiency. The Malinois moves with the economy of a creature that understands survival through precision. Its agility gives Navy SEALs an advantage in tight spaces where hesitation is fatal. Whether navigating rubble, climbing unstable surfaces, or leaping across shifting ground, the Malinois treats every environment as familiar terrain. Adaptability becomes its greatest physical weapon. When missions require absolute silence, the Malinois becomes almost invisible. Its paws touch the earth with a softness that contradicts its explosive power. This balance between stillness and fury makes the breed invaluable in covert infiltration. It waits like a statue until the moment action becomes necessary. Handlers often say the Malinois holds tension better than any human. It can stay poised for extended periods, storing energy like a compressed spring. When released, that stored energy becomes a force with singular intent. Its target becomes the only thing that exists in its world. But the Malinois isn't chosen for ferocity alone. It is chosen because it can turn that ferocity off the moment its handler demands calm. This emotional control separates it from breeds that respond purely from instinct. The Malinois operates from something closer to judgment. In operations requiring rapid transition from assault to restraint, the breed's emotional stability becomes critical. A dog that can go from intense engagement to controlled focus prevents unnecessary harm. This ability reflects a deeper truth. The Malinois is not a weapon, it is a collaborator. Navy SEALs rely on this collaboration when breaching structures or entering unknown rooms. The dog becomes the first to read the unseen. It can smell what humans cannot predict. It can sense presence long before movement betrays it. This early detection reshapes entire missions. A single alert from a Malinois can save the lives of an entire unit. That alert is not random. It is the product of a mind constantly assessing threat patterns. The Malinois does not merely sense danger. It identifies what kind of danger it is. Its discrimination between harmless movement and true threat is unmatched. This accuracy stems from the breed's working heritage. The Malinois has spent centuries interpreting human intention and reading emotional cues. Special Forces handlers depend on that inherited connection. It becomes the foundation for their shared survival. During nighttime operations, the Malinois becomes a creature built for darkness. Its vision, hearing, and scent combine into a sensory map no human can replicate. While humans lose clarity in shadow, the Malinois gains advantage. Darkness sharpens its instincts instead of dulling them. This advantage grows even more vital during maritime operations. Water distorts sound and reduces visibility, but the Malinois remains composed. Its stability on unstable surfaces makes it ideal for boarding operations and offshore extractions. It stands firm even when the world beneath it shifts violently. Many breeds panic when the environment becomes unpredictable. The Malinois interprets instability as stimulation. This unique response is why Navy SEALs trust the breed during helicopter insertions. Wind, altitude, and noise do not confuse it. The dog's mind filters chaos into recognizable patterns. It focuses on mission cues and ignores distractions. Its ability to remain grounded in the air is something even seasoned soldiers admire. A Malinois leaps because it believes in purpose, not because it misunderstands risk. Handlers describe these airborne moments as the ultimate demonstration of trust. Dog and soldier step into uncertainty as one. On the ground, this trust becomes a language of survival. When a Malinois stops sharply, every soldier freezes without question. The breed's confidence becomes contagious. It lends courage to those who walk beside it. In intense firefights, the Malinois displays an uncanny ability to stay oriented. It does not spin, flee, or tremble. Its stability gives its handler a mental anchor in the heart of chaos. A steady dog becomes a steady soldier. This steadiness is not fearlessness. It is mastery over fear. Fear exists in all creatures, but the Malinois channels it into heightened focus. It becomes sharper, not weaker. This transformation under pressure is the trait Navy SEALs value most. It means the dog will never abandon its task when conditions become overwhelming. It will move forward because moving forward is its nature. Purpose replaces hesitation. Even when injured, many Malinois attempt to continue the mission. Their loyalty is not passive affection, it is active commitment. Handlers must physically restrain them from pushing beyond their limits. The dog does not understand quitting. This mindset bonds soldier and Malinois in a way no training manual can explain. It is a partnership built through shared suffering and mutual trust. When the mission ends and calm returns, the Malinois shifts effortlessly back into gentleness. It becomes quiet, observant, almost meditative. This dual nature, intensity and softness, creates emotional equilibrium. The same dog that charges into danger can rest beside its handler with serene loyalty. Such balance is rare in the animal world. It makes the Malinois not just effective but extraordinary. Navy SEALs describe their dogs as extensions of themselves, not tools, not assets. Extensions. A Malinois reads the subtle stresses in its handler's breath and posture. It responds without needing instruction. This intuitive bond becomes critical when communication must remain silent. The dog executes intention instead of instruction. Special Forces K9 teams say there is no human partnership identical to this one. It is deeper than command. It is mutual recognition. The Malinois recognizes its handler as its mission compass. The handler recognizes the dog as his second set of senses. Together, they become a single entity navigating hostile environments. The line between man and dog blurs. This bond creates a level of efficiency that cannot be trained into most breeds. But the Malinois is born ready to form it. It approaches work with reverence. Work, for a Malinois, is identity. Removing purpose from a Malinois is like removing fire from flame. It exists to serve something larger than itself. In Navy SEAL operations, this purpose becomes legendary. Stories circulate of Malinois performing feats that seem beyond the limits of instinct. These stories endure because they are true. A Malinois does not perform miracles. It performs to the level its nature was built for. No other breed combines speed, strength, intelligence, loyalty, emotional discipline, and sensory precision with such balance. This equilibrium is why special forces rely on it above all others. The Belgian Malinois is not just a dog that follows soldiers into danger. It is a dog that steps into danger so soldiers don't have to. Its courage is not theatrical. It is quiet and unwavering. It manifests not in roar, but in readiness. A Malinois does not ask why. It knows its answer lies in the bond it shares with its handler. It acts because that bond defines its world. Everything outside that bond becomes secondary. This is why Navy SEALs do not simply train Malinois. They build relationships with them. The dog becomes family through fire. Every mission scars both in ways only they understand. When a Malinois falls, entire units mourn. They mourn not a dog, but a warrior. This reverence reveals how deeply the Malinois earns its place among elite forces. It stands not behind the soldier, but beside him. The Belgian Malinois becomes a reminder of what courage looks like when stripped of ego. It demonstrates loyalty that does not falter and purpose that does not bend. In every battlefield where men face uncertainty, a Malinois brings clarity. In every shadow where danger hides, a Malinois brings light. This is why Navy SEALs prefer the Belgian Malinois above all other breeds. Not because it is capable, but because it is exceptional. A Malinois does not perform a mission. It lives it. And in doing so, it demonstrates a truth understood by every soldier who has walked beside one. The greatest warriors do not always stand on two legs.